Good morning, guys. Welcome to Matrix Sports Cards. Is there going to be a drop today? Good morning, George. Good morning, Steven. What's going on? And what's up? We are getting ready for this potential drop, even though we think there probably won't be a drop, but we are here. We are here ready to go. Always got to be ready. Mike, what's going on? Optic, pretty please. Hey, I would be down for some Optic. You always got to be ready. Barnes & Noble has already got it. Will it be this week? Will it be today? George, do we see Optic? Do we see Megas? Maybe. There is a possibility. Everything I'm hearing, there's not going to be a drop today. That doesn't mean that don't wake up, right? We still got to be ready. But I would definitely take some Optic. Optic hasn't been at my Barnes and Nobles yet, so still waiting on retail. I mean, like I usually wait, or we usually wait for online Target and Walmart. but there hasn't been anything in the wild. Steve, full shelves behind you. I rip them. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Like I'm always moving stuff around. I got a lot of 2020 product. Rip or flip. I rip a lot of stuff. I haven't done a lot of breaking. I know a lot of people break. I get requested to break a lot. I'm just deciding on what I want to do. It's actually a lot easier to sell things. But yes, I have a bunch of stuff back here that I've had. This is the stuff that I like. But I do rip a lot for my own personal good. I've done a couple breaks here and there. Breaks are just breaks are a lot different than just selling to someone. But yeah, some of this stuff I just like. I get offers on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook every single day. Can I buy this stuff? I like looking at it. Some people like to collect, cards. I collect those too. These are all stuff that I've opened. I got 4. You see, I got a bunch of just cases that I have over here, either for grading or selling. Yeah, about half and half over here. What we're gonna do is go right here. See if we got any info. It's 4:20 right now. I mean, if Prism megas or hangers drop today, do you guys think that they will sell out a lot quicker than blasters? Make sure we got this. We are ready. We are locked and loaded. Bam. We are ready to rock and roll. We gotta change this one here. Yeah, blasters have been sitting on Walmart. No one touches them. And it kind of goes to show you that because flippers and botters aren't touching them, no one else wants to touch them. Now, you would think that because they're available, people would go for them, but people don't want them because they're just sitting there and they're $5 more expensive. There's a place in this world for flippers and botters. You need to create that supply and demand. And if it's not there, guess what? Everyone kind of sits back and goes, I don't want them. Prism blasters are still going for $45, $50 locally. You just have to find those people to buy them, or breakers. Like breakers are still buying all day. Yeah, I haven't tried since probably like after Target. I don't think we tried like we removed going for Prism blasters on Walmart. It's gonna probably be exclusively for botters to get them. But I haven't tried Buzzkill. But good to know. It's even better yet if you can't get them. I want them sold out. Yeah, good point. With the blasters, like Prism NBA is a lot better than Prism NFL, as you can get autos in the blasters. You can get numbered cards to 25. That's the only thing that the reason why I was like, okay, there's actually some chase cards compared to Prism NFL. There wasn't, of course, in the megas you can get the in autographs, and Prism blasters or Prism NBA, you can get autos, you can get number cards, and that's going to be in I believe everything. There's going to be a hanger exclusive orange cracked ice auto. There's you can get autos, numbered cards, and blasters. You're definitely going to be able to get them in megas. Cello packs, I'm pretty sure you will be able to get those as well. A lot better chase cards in the Prism NBA. I think some people want to say that the draft class isn't as good, but I think it's a better draft class because there's more people that have upside compared to like one or two players in the last couple of drafts. I haven't opened any Prism NBA yet. I got a bunch over there that I'm gonna open. I just haven't got to it. But I want to open it. I want to open some Prism NBA. One, two. But of course, Optic NFL, even though it seems that there's a wider audience for NBA, I personally like NFL. Like just seeing how people are buying and what they want. It's NFL right now, and Optic. Like I almost think Optic's even better than Prism. Like for me, I'm an Optic guy. I like the rated rookies. I like Prism. I like Select, but Optics. I just think Optic should be up here. I mean, people can disagree, but that's what I like. I like opening up the Optic Hobby, Optic Retail. I love the downtowns, and I especially like the rated rookies. I'm old school. Rated rookies all day long. That was not in stock. We have first off the line Obsidian today. NBA 8.9.22. We are going live at that 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Same thing. We've been watching all the Dutch auctions to see where they are gonna sell out at. This one starts out at $800 and it goes all the way down to $300. I really think this is gonna bottom out at $300 for the one pack of Obsidian. And I say that because just retail is going for $350 to $300. What's going on? Earning fat chains. People like to talk. The question is, why is that? Why would someone say that? I mean, Matrix Sports Cards has been doing this before anyone else. We started on Facebook. We grew a group of, like right now, I think a group's like 7,000. We have a Discord group, I think about 250 people. We haven't went anywhere. Like Target is one place to get cards. But what we do is we are 24/7 getting cards from all places, online and in stores. So what we do is that it's just not, we are just not here for an hour from, like for me, I'm on the West Coast, so that's between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. I don't shut it down between 4 and 5. I'm working all day. Gabs and I are working all day. Our team is working all day, is to get the best prices, and that means retail for anyone in our groups. So for anyone to hate on that, I don't get it. Is that I want to get retail prices for my people, and we get a lot of it. Like, we aren't paying secondary prices. We ain't buying into breaks. We get the best prices and we get as much as we want. I mean, that's what Matrix Sports Cards is all about. I don't have any YouTube membership fees for free breaks for, like, look, if you join our group, you are gonna, like, it's gonna be money well spent because you're gonna be able to get the product that you want. And that's going to be at all the websites 24/7. Doesn't matter if it's a drop in the middle of the night, because Target has been dropping, in the middle of the night. It's going to be any other website, Walmart, Target, all the other websites that we chase. Amen. George, you hear it. You hear it. That's, good point, Fat Chains. You can't have it both ways, right? It's either you are a flipper or you're not. I have no problem against breakers because I do breaks as well. So I don't do them as much because that's, like, I do other things. But if you want to talk about, like, flipping, a breaker would be your best flipper, because when it comes to flipping, guess who buys all the retail product? It's breakers. You just call up a breaker and say, hey, I got 100 boxes of Prism, and they will pay you 10%, maybe, at 90%, 85% of cost, and you're done. Like I love breakers. I love flippers. Without flippers, you don't have this supply and demand. So for anyone to say that, flippers are bad, just look at Prism NBA. Is that flippers and botters kind of said, hey, I'm not gonna buy blasters. So they actually sat longer on Target. They sat way longer on Walmart. And that's because the flippers and botters are the ones who actually create demand. Without them, then no one wants this stuff. And it's funny because you got now anyone can buy a blaster, but they don't want them. They sit in the store because they're like, oh, I don't want them either, because they are a flipper too. George Chains, I would say I don't break, but breakers aren't breaking at retail. Yeah, breakers are, if you break it down, is that breakers are making 30 to 40%. And especially with some of this product, you can get it at retail, or for instance, like Panini baseball. If anyone's doing a Panini baseball break, I don't understand anyone who would buy into a Panini baseball break, but people buy into that. But Panini baseball is all over the place. You can buy blasters, megas, retail boxes. Retail boxes are like $200. The cool cat, hey man, there's enough room for all of us. It's a big hobby. Matrix Sports Cards was doing this before anyone else was doing this. So we all have something to give to the hobby. Like there's a place for everyone, right? There's a place for breakers, for those true collectors, which in my opinion, all true collectors want to make money. We all open packs to get those case hits. There's a place for Discord groups that actually can show you when things are going live and when things are in stock. There's a place for card shops. There's a place for everyone. And if anyone has a problem with that, that is the problem with the hobby. It's not me or Matrix Sports Cards. It's anyone who has a problem with what we are doing. Is that we're just winning and we get retail product, not at secondary prices. Like anything back here, I get it all. I've got everything that I purchase. I will never purchase secondary prices, and people in my group do the same thing. George, I love it. I mean, that's the thing is that we are 24/7. All the only things that Matrix Sports Cards push is going to be where we can get retail at retail prices, where we can get hobby boxes at retail prices, and it's 24/7. It's just not Target. It's just not to fill breaks up. It's to get product. That's all we do is get product 24/7. And you can ask the 250, 300 people in our group. That's all we do. That is all we do. rip a 2020 Prism Mega. I would love to. I would love to. I'm still deciding on what I'm going to do with all this stuff. I get offers every single day just to buy me out. Some days I want to do it. I kind of like looking at this stuff back here. Bubba Land 1, thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, even Walmart prices, we were like, I don't know if we want to go for it. We have the ability to go for it. You know, we're always ready for their drops, even if they're changing it up. Same thing with Target. Like I said, I don't think we're going to see a drop today. We might not even see a drop this week. That's funny. That's funny. Rip some, sell some, save some. Cool cat, exactly. That, you know, some of this stuff I have saved. I've always got a lot of flack for this, having this kind of product. I was fortunate enough to like get this stuff, especially when it was like back in the day, you could get 10 of any item and you could order multiple times. And this was back when people, you know, we were lining up at Target in the morning and where, you know, there was a set amount, or it seemed like the first 5 people could get stuff. We saw like, man, we are scoring big time. So we created up a Facebook group, and then it grew, and then it went to YouTube, and now we got a Discord, and it has grown every single day. It has grown and evolved into whatever the market's doing, what the hobby's doing. And Brandon, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we have a great group of people. We all contribute, or it could be about graded cards. It could be buying and selling. It could be connecting, like we buy and sell, or we trade. Like just the other day, who was it? Someone in the group said they found a bunch of hangers, and they hooked it up for everyone in the group who wanted hangers. They sent them out. You know, that's what it's all about, is finding this product. Like, I don't want to pay these inflated prices. I don't want anyone to pay those inflated prices. George, you are on point. You are on point with that. My daughter's 3. She just turned 3, and she will come in my room, and any cards or anything is Matrix Sports Cards. And she's like, can I open Matrix Sports Cards? Can I open Matrix Sports Cards? And she has her own cards. Like, she likes Luca, because one of her TV shows or one of her movies she watches has main character Luca. So anything Luca, I got the Optic Mosaic back here. She's like, Luca, can we open it? And I'm like, okay, let's open one. Her and I open up a lot of like Donruss baseball. I have, so I got some Donruss baseball and stuff. But like, that's what it's about. Opening product with your loved ones, having a good time, you know, pulling something great. She has a Luca card in a hard case that she drew. She put marker all over it, but that's her Luca card. Hey, Freddie, bro, I love you, man. Yeah, camping out, Patrick. You know, I did it. I'm not gonna lie. I went and camped out a couple times. I did, and it was kind of cool to see different people in the community. Like a lot of times, we knew each other. Some were breakers, some were just in the hobby, and then you would count down like, okay, of course there'd be one or two people who would get there like the day before and like. Um, And then by the time you got there, you're like counting down, and people already knew like what the stock was, and then you were just happy just to get anything. Like I'm thinking, would I want to do that again? I mean, if they start doing it, like I would get my chair and I would do it again. Thank you, Roz Kerr. Haters are gonna hate, especially if you're doing something great. That's just how it is, and uh, we have a lot of haters. Hate us all you want, but we get product. We get it at retail. Anyone who's in our group, they get it at retail. We help them get it at retail. I want everyone to get product. The thing is, if everyone does get product, if Panini keeps producing like they are, then this stuff's not going to be worth anything. We definitely need chase cards. We need number cards in retail. As you see, like in Prism football, there wasn't a lot of chase cards, so it kind of devalues it. And if they're going to produce, like what they dropped 220,000 blasters, you got people undercutting everyone. It's not worth anything. So haters are gonna hate. Target. Yeah, like in store, it's like hit or miss when it comes to like the premium products. And then like I honestly think it has a lot to do with who's stocking the stores. I've ran into like in the last like month or two, the Target stocker, and there's some Targets that they don't stock anything, and there's one or two that they get everything. So you'll see, boom, the Prism. You'll see the Select, but like the Targets by my house, they don't get anything at all, and they're always changing up when they are stocking, and I still think there's still a lot of backdooring going on. There's still money to be made in retail, and I get it. Like if you are a merchandiser and you seeing people clearing the shelves, you're gonna get in your head, why don't I just have someone I know clear the shelves and make a little money? That's still going on. Right, Patrick. I still talk to a couple card shops, a couple breakers that I actually met in line at Target. Some like breakers just starting out. There was one or two breakers that are huge nationwide, and it's funny. Like there was one breaker that, and these guys are huge. These guys are huge, but they're out of Las Vegas. They would go to every single Target and say, "Hey, we will give you X amount, like $200, $500 if you get whatever you get today. We will buy from you." And then those relationships, just keep going. You go to their card shops, or you see them at card shows. You're trading products, you're selling products back and forth. So yeah, Target lines, they were kind of cool. Cool Cat 30. I used to camp out at Target before school. I used to go and camp out, put a chair. I would bring my work laptop, and I'd be talking to my team for like probably 2 hours. Like, hey, what's going on, guys? You haters, watch. It's JBH. I love you, man. JBH knows his stuff. Optic downtown is solid, Chase. Yeah, Patrick, man, seeing downtowns and retail, it makes me happy. And then I love in the hobby boxes that they got downtowns that are numbered. So there's still different chases, even if it's the same thing with like Absolute and Kabooms, that they're just like, it made you want to open retail megas because you're like, I want to get a Kaboom. And just knowing that you have a chance in blasters, and of course there has to be like in if you can get them in blasters, you're definitely going to be able to get them in megas. So I'm super stoked about Optic. I used to get up at 4 a.m., hit the local Target. Right. Yeah, people would like if you wanted to be first in line. I know at the Targets, at my local Targets, like you really had to get there at like probably 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. So you'd have to wait probably 12 hours. Like one time, there was a group of four dudes, probably like college kids. I don't know, they brought a TV and some kind of setup where they could play video games. They had like a little I don't know, if a refrigerator or something. It was like they were camping out. It was like they were camping out. We got about 10 minutes? 10 minutes? Right. Get there the day before. There was actually in my area there were Craigslist ads where whoever it was, they said, I will stand in line for you. I think it was for $500. I will get there the day before, whenever you tell me to, for $500. I will be your person to stay in line. Now, I'm going to ask you guys, what do you guys think about the people that would put their chairs out, but they wouldn't be in line? Now, I didn't see a lot of that at the stores that I wait at. But, where you got like 6 chairs and no one's out there. And then if you try to go in the front line, they come like out of their cars or they just like a pair. In my opinion, I think you should have to wait out there in the chairs and wait just like everyone else. See, I was thinking the same thing. Why not go stand in line and have a box of a hobby and say, hey guys, we're going to do a break right now, an in-person break. Who wants to buy into that? I think everyone would probably say, hey, let's buy into this break. That wasn't right. You stand there, right? Baba, you should have to be there. You should have to be there. Now, it's one thing if someone's going to get some food or something real quick or has to go to the bathroom. But if they're just not there and they just show up at 8 a.m., you're like, who are you? Right. I love it, JBH. Just take their chairs over and be like, "Is this yours?" Because I didn't see you there. I love that. See, like they wouldn't even put chairs out or anything. See, that's crazy. You're like, who are you? As long as you don't leave the parking lot. Okay, like I can see if you're going back and forth, or like I just think you have to be in the chairs outside in the cold or the hot weather. I mean, that's just part of it, right? Bring a tent, bring a sleeping bag, bring some kind of inflatable bed. Okay, so folding chairs, if you put it out there, yeah, like having a chair. I know, just typing on my computer, I like I needed gloves because like it started to get cold, like in like November. Not if the first 10 all agree to it, right? Yeah, I mean, really, it's the first 10 people there. I remember like it was this little kid and his mom shows up at like 7:59, and there's probably 50 to 75 people out the door, and she's like, "What is this?" And of course, I'm like, man, like I was probably like I think I was 8 in line, and I still knew I wasn't going to get anything. And she was just like, why are there so many people here? Yeah, if I mean, like when I saw like a lot of the same people, like there'd be like random people who would show up, but it'd be kind of the same mix of people. Like I said, breakers that were there. There was one time, like I said, there was these guys who showed up where like they had the whole setup like they were camping, but I only saw them once there. But for the most part, probably like the first 10 people, it was the same people just switching off. 15-degree Eric, man, that's cold. Like, yeah, 15 degrees. Yeah, man, that would be tough. That would be tough. Okay, so the managers like the chairs kind of see how many people were there. Right, and I'm thinking the same thing. Like you show up, no one's there. Like I'm first in line. Then all of a sudden at opening, all these people just kind of like bugs just like scurry out. You're like, I don't remember seeing you guys for the last couple hours. What we're looking at, we're at 55, so we're at 7:55 and 4:55. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, probably no drop today, and I mean, you always got to be ready, even if there's a buzz around. There's no drops. There's not going to be a drop this week. If you do go to bed that day, or you don't wake up, guess what? It's going to drop. Are you kidding me? She went up there and she played you all, George. you know, uh, something very similar. Like if I'm trying to I was in line, and I think they only had like Pokemon stuff, right? So I don't really like I do have some Pokemon stuff, but I'm not like a big collector. But there was a family, and then they were looking at the Pokemon stuff, but they weren't in line. And I kind of said, hey, do you want to go ahead of me and get some Pokemon? And they're like, nah, I don't want it. I don't want any of it. We're looking at football. And I was like, okay, even though they were looking at, because like a kid's probably all excited thinking, hey, the store opens at 8 a.m. They know that there's going to be a bunch of sports cards today. And then they show up and there's 100 people online. I mean, what a bummer. What a bummer. Finesse them, right, Patrick? She's like, I will just take all the Prism Megas. I'll take them all, okay? Man, I would have been, I guess, heated for that. Especially if you're like first and you're thinking, hey, I'm going to help out. But hey, just don't take the Prism Megas. Catch some sleep. Yes. Sleep is good. Yeah, when there's a like a drop, or we are expecting a drop, we are getting ready at night so we don't get a lot of sleep. We're making sure everything's ready to go, that we can check out for our peeps. But I'm okay with that, But sometimes I just want Target to drop, and other times it's like, okay, they didn't drop. But the buzz has been, there's not going to be a drop today. There's not going to be a drop this week. I still think we got to get up and be ready. I think there's a better possibility that they'll drop something this week, but I kind of figured today, just with the buzz and the rumors, that there wasn't going to be a drop today. But I still wanted to go live. I want to get back to this and talk to everyone and hang out early in the morning. It's so much fun. Insta head, right? Yeah, like the cell phone thing. If they text you so you don't have to wait, would be okay. I know that if I'm you, just like if they still have product, I know some people would just take their stuff out to the car and go right back in line, or you would see everyone race to the Target down the street and be like, oh, hey, how's it going? But it was probably better just to go back in line, because honestly, the Target employees they probably just want, let's just sell this stuff. Let's sell it out. So who cares if they get back in line and they buy another box? Patrick, yes, for Walmart, the last month. So for Walmart, it's been where they have one good drop, and it all depends on what products that you want to go for. If you were going for Prism blasters like NFL or cello packs, you probably could the last month if you were running a bot. It was a lot harder if you were going manual. However, there are many people that I've seen in major sports cards been able to score an order, and that might be just for one item, right? Because Walmart likes to do in little small drops. They'll drop 5 here, 10 here, and it's every couple minutes. Probably the last good drop where they had megas, hangers, and all what everyone was going for, that was probably about, I think, 6 weeks ago. It was still very, very hard for manual users to hit. You could have, because because they started going late night, right? So we were ready to go, and like I think we got like 750 Prism NFL like megas, blasters, cello packs for the group. But like since that initial drop where they dropped the megas and blasters, there hasn't been a lot of stock, or it's stock that people didn't want to go for. Like I said, like the cello packs or the blasters where you could get it cheaper on Target. So those were a lot easier to get. Like HRO products have been a lot easier now since those have kind of tanked and went down. You could definitely I think Gabs checked out like a HRO Mega, and she had no problem doing that manually last week. But for like the last like 6 weeks, there hasn't really been anything that's dropped unless you were going for like those blasters or cello packs. Right, George. Yeah, Walmart loves to cancel. They will cancel for any reason. Like it could be they don't like your credit card. Like that's why it's always good to try to go with multiple accounts, multiple credit cards. You can still go with just one account and try to check out one thing, and they'll still cancel. Like they are notorious for canceling items. Yeah, sleep. We never get enough sleep. That is so true, Mello. Let's see. We got any. No problem, Patrick. Walmart's been like they've been very finicky of when they're gonna drop. Which I kind of like that they're changing it up where it's not at a certain time, or like Target. Everyone knows this in the morning. If retailers really want to combat the bots or the flippers or the so-called flippers, don't do it in the morning. Everyone's up. You got probably millions of people waiting to get cards. Just drop it random times. Then everyone has to be ready. Okay? That's the way. Hey, I'm going to tell you, botters are lazy. That's why they bought. That is why they bought. If you had them at random times where no one knows, that would level the playing field. This bot security that they put up, like this, that doesn't do anything, because bots, guess what? The devs just keep it's a cat and mouse game where Target or Walmart will do some kind of bot security, high shape, and guess what? The devs, they just fix it, and then the botters get it. And so just do it at random times, and then it makes everyone honest, where if Target did random drops instead of this 4 a.m., 7 a.m., it'd be so much better. And then the best, if you're ready 24/7, it'd just be better for everyone, and it would probably sit a little longer. She's actually in the other room with her computer up. Well, it's past 5 now, so she's probably thinking about going back to bed. But yeah, like we have been up for a second. I'll probably take a little nap because we got first off the line Obsidian 8.9.22 that I'm going to go live and see where the Dutch auction goes down to. I honestly think it's going to like get close to that 300 bottom out price, and that's at 12 p.m. 9 a.m. Today. Yes, yeah, Patrick. There are. It's called server side. So if you server side is good because you aren't using your own proxies, so you're not. You get everything up and running, and if you have, let's just say, like, I'm just going to use Walmart, but if, like, because we know we have Optic links, we got Prism links for NBA. So what you can do is run server side, and you can click on all the SKUs or the offer IDs, and if those go live, the bot will actually pick it up. You can't do that on all sites, but most. I'm thinking we are able to do that on Walmart. We are able to do that on Target, depending on what a bot you use. But yeah, that there can save your proxies, and proxies do get expensive. That if you wanted to run certain products 24/7, but it doesn't, like, depending on shape or like bot security, it's always good to run both, because sometimes maybe those might not pick it up, but if you're just running if you're running your own tasks, that there you would want to do it where if you don't know when something's dropping, but you still would want to probably, like for Target, you'd probably want to do both, to have a task where it's just for a certain item, and then you have your server side. It actually helps out a lot. For like Target, you can do both. Sometimes server side doesn't hit, so that's why you always want to have a backup, or have backup bots, or like there's so much to go into botting. So we're looking at, it is my time, it's 5 a.m. 9 minutes after 5 a.m. So we are probably not looking at a drop today, but we will be going live. We will be going live at 12 p.m. today, Eastern Standard Time, and 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Dutch auctions for 2021 Obsidian NBA, to see where, like I said, I think it's going to go all the way to the bottom out. But we have to see. We have to play the game, right? Got to do it again tomorrow. Gabs, here she is. Here she is. She is here. They were asking Gabs if you were laying down with an avocado mask and some cucumbers. We have been looking into something like that, because Panini used to have on their website, they would show the actual stock of what is in stock for Dutch auctions. I've asked a couple of devs if there's a possibility to make something like that, because if you knew when things were about to sell out, then that would be a game changer. Like, there are certain things that you can see if, like, the server's getting busy on the website. I mean, that's not always guaranteeing, because people can just be, more people are, start, watching the Dutch auction. But you can run bots for Dutch auctions for Panini if you wanted to. There are certain bots that will run for Panini or Topps. Like a Topps site is heavily botted. Like if it's a hot product and it's open for the public, sometimes it's going to be really hard to get, because there's bots going for that stuff. Anytime, Patrick. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I love everyone who was in here. Thank you for the support. Thank you for hating us if you hate us. Hey, we get product at retail prices, okay? That's what we do. And if you want to do that too, we got you. We got you. We are 24/7 over here. Like it is true. We really don't sleep. We sleep maybe on the weekends, a little bit. But we got you guys. We will see you. What time is it? 5. We'll see you in what? 4 hours? 4 hours? Yeah, 4 hours. We are Matrix Sports Cards, and we will talk to you guys soon.